First thing I want to say is that this will be a non-spoiler review of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. I know there's been a big deal about making sure that there are no spoilers out there, and after having seen the film, I literally just got back from it about 20 minutes ago, that I totally agree that there are many plot points and elements that should not be discussed, let alone revealed, no matter even the tiniest, slightest piece that seems rather innocuous. You would not want to hear about. So, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, directed by J.J. Abrams, and written by J.J. Abrams and Lawrence Kasdan. Picks up the story of the Star Wars saga after the original trilogy, about 32 years later, after the events of Return of the Jedi. So we pick up on the characters of Han Solo and Princess Leia Organa and Chewbacca and C-3PO. But we're also introduced to a number of new characters in the Star Wars saga, including Rey, Finn, and Poe Dameron, and the villain Kylo Ren. Now, without going into any further details into any plot, you could probably discern what you can from just the trailers that have been released thus far. But first impressions. Force Awakens was good. I'm not going to deny that. It was good. But it did not blow me away. I was not a 10-year-old kid again, like say with Guardians of the Galaxy. I had so much fun with that movie, probably because I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know what I was getting into. But then the same thing can be said about The Force Awakens, is that when the prequels came around, we kind of had an idea of what we are going to see, so that could easily impact the level of suspense and surprise that character arcs have, because we kind of already know where they're going to end up. So with Episode 7, because this is picking up after Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, we really had no idea where this one was going to go. So where did they take this one? Well, it very much feels like Star Wars. There's no denying that it feels like a Star Wars movie. And it definitely feels a lot more like Star Wars than the antiseptic, too clean and excessively CGI prequels. And that is very much thanks and due to J.J. Abrams' intention to use practical effects and actual sets. And that really helps out in a lot of scenes. But it did not, like I said, it did not blow me away. I was not overwrought with emotion, and I hate to say I wasn't invested in the story. I was very much interested in the story, but I think it just boils down to just how the events unfold. The Force Awakens is very much tightly knit and moves very fast. It's probably the best edited film since the original. It moved from the moment it starts to the moment it ends. It really just goes on full tilt. And there's many things to process as you watch the film, because obviously it's got to get you up to speed on the original characters and introduce you to new characters. So they do a pretty good job of filling in all the details. But again, it's just that overall I wasn't blown away by it. I don't want to say I was underwhelmed by it. I just wasn't blown away by it. I mean, I liked a lot of what I saw. I liked a lot of what they did. But it just didn't sink its teeth into me like I had hoped it would. By all means, I'm not saying The Force Awakens is a bad film. It is a really good film, and it is easily the best Star Wars film since Return of the Jedi. It is clearly better than any of the prequels, but it is not as good as the original trilogy. So, in the grand scheme of things, in the 7 films, I would rank The Force Awakens behind Return of the Jedi, that would put it right smack in the middle between the originals and the prequels. This is definitely far better than anything that was in the prequels. There are no eye-rolling moments that occur in here, But there are some moments. I mean, this movie is not flawless. There are some moments that I did have issue with, and but there are so many other things that I thought I really enjoyed. Um, but as I said, it's first impression, non spoiler review, and my first impression is that it was good. It was really good. I am, of course, going to go see it again, so maybe my opinion will change a little bit more. I mean, I don't want to say my expectations were too high based on that, but because I was actually pretty level-headed going into this, and my expectations were just hoping that this would be a good movie. Kind of like what I thought with Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. All I wanted was a movie that was as good as the other three, and obviously that did not live up to the original trilogy at all. Whereas The Force Awakens, while it's not as good as the original trilogy, but is a very welcome addition to the Star Wars saga. So I would give Star Wars Episode The Force Awakens a 7 out of 10. So there you have it. That is my totally non-spoiler first impression review of the new Star Wars film. And from that, I guess we are just quite thankful that now we only have to wait a year and a half until Episode 8, which back in the old days we would have to wait a full 3 years. So I'm quite fascinated, quite interested in seeing where the story is going to be going next. So there you have it. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, 7 out of 10. So, if you like my review, please hit that like button below. If you've seen the film, or what have you, what do you think? Did it live up to your expectations? Did it not? What did you love? What did you hate? Do you think I'm an idiot for feeling this way? So let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. That way you can stay on top of my reviews as they come in. So until next time, may the Force be with you.